right in the heart with a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on me. Don't wipe this beat when they enter the lab. I feel a cold stare. Think I ain't looking. Maybe because I'm focused. No hands out for the hopeless. Funny bullets, I caught some shots. Another piece of the puzzle connecting dots. You can find the truth of laughter and liquor. One more shot to an empty bottle. Then she gon' walk in like a model for me. Like I don't see her intentions all in my scope. At a time we were just friends with advice to land. Nothing special, I was dead broke, but we still got hope. Don't take my words, just pack and issue that raw dough. Just pack and issue that raw dough. Pack and issue that raw dough. To the people that listen to my people, they know that I do care. With their hands in the air, rocking side to side. I'm out work, yeah, it's time to ride. Where my niggas at? My niggas ain't my niggas no more. Push me to the back, label to change up swag. I do it for us, I'm pro-black. Don't rock it the sheet get, wouldn't be so all type of African shit. Just rock a table fade, swagger till I'm made. Polo collars and fly kicks. Just polo collars and fly kicks. Exclusive shit, not get wet. Keep it coming, just don't stop. The revolution starts with shots.
I'm respectful to my people, and I want to represent my people, and I don't want to be a bad representative. I can't be blind, let the blind lead the blind, they all follow the
Now my mama said, baby, act like you got sense. They act like I only act right for Lent. Been living in purgatory, but I'm nosing for heaven. Not sure if I'm getting in, cause I ain't paid a reference. Who looking at me when I ain't looking, judging my character? I can't put down my guard on this planet, back in the camera. Ready for my close-up, the lens gets bigger. Won't play me on BET, cause I am not a nigga. My heart is like a powder keg, ready to explode. Smell like strange food, cause I'm America's cologne. It started with the hello, think you're a nice fellow. You're ballin' like Carmelo, you treat you like Othello. L.A.R. be the star, turn a rapper to a prophet. Bulletproof 306, keep your hands in your pocket. Jordan rules for my life, you contain them, can't stop them. I'm niggas sky high, so the clouds can't drop them. My life is like a miracle, my words are just imperial. I'm edible, I'm audible, I'm digital, I'm visual. Spit like Komodo, go like Bruce Lee, Roy B. And the mean as bad as Mofo in the dojo. Life is so amazing and raps like Jesus. They said hip hop is dead, but today look like Easter.
Now I wake up in the morning, I'm black and handsome as ever. However, you see me as strange fruit, will it ever happen, not again. A crook and just a homicide, he know it's self-defense. But since I'm black and since he white, he got no common sense. That's 1969, and he ain't Jesus Christ. He ain't coming back on Easter, he ain't got a second life. You know I'm right? Hold up, look. Now the sirens in my window here and pull it over. License and registration, gun ain't never in the holster. Plus, that man black too, he wanna act too. A nigga with an attitude and a badge too. A couple tattoos, hoping I act a fool so he can squeeze too. But it ain't nothing different, they the same thing. They pull him over, he gon' get the same thing. Maybe 2 up in his brain, 21 gun salute. Last words was I'm a copy, last heard fuck you. And he ain't coming back, you know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't coming back for Easter, y'all say goodbye. Everybody cry, second line. But when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, they know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't coming back for Easter, everybody cry. Y'all say goodbye, second line. But when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, I'm gone. Now she on welfare. Lost said that they can't live there, so we ain't there. And life ain't fair, but the food free and the rent cheap. His roaches where you sleep. He still came around and taught you baseball. Bought a Barbie dolls, he raised all of y'all. And now the kids adults, they both up in the court. She want that child support, he on that child support. But he ain't never taught him baseball, and she ain't never bought him Barbie dolls. They both never there, no, never, not at all. Saying, well, pull your pants up, go while your ass out. They looking back saying, why, y'all ain't ever in the house? You got it backwards, don't you? I'm saying, cause we still preaching unity. And it's supposed to be family first in community. Got it in church to $1 for your blessing. We made in God's image, thinking we're Saint's mind. They got us crossed up, now Judas is Caesar. America bury me, but I ain't coming back for Easter. Yeah, they know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't ain't coming back for Easter, y'all say goodbye. Everybody cry, second line, but when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, they know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't coming back for Easter, everybody cry. Y'all say goodbye, second line, but when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, I'm gone.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. So if y'all don't know what this is, you can see by the title what it is. We have some talking to do today. We have something we need to actually discuss because from where I'm sitting, we got a few issues. And sometimes people don't want to address the issues because, you know, people are caught up in entertainment. So I'm going to say what a lot of people should be saying from time to time. And that is, you know, we need to make the Manosphere great again. Because right now it's not. Right now it's not. And it's no disrespect to anybody. It's really no disrespect to anybody. But I've been sitting here watching for a minute. For a good minute. And I've seen people go from giving out information and giving people game and giving people an idea what's going on out in the world to people just regurgitating other people's stuff. And because they're regurgitating other people's stuff, you know, truth be told, a lot of it lost its soul. Because what you have is people, when people like to talk about grifting, and I've talked about it before, a lot of y'all, you like grifters. And it's nothing, it's nothing wrong with you liking grifters, but it's another thing when you don't want to admit you like grifters and you like the grift, because the Manosphere was something a little different than what you think it was. In the aspect of guys were doing something and telling you about some things in life, from California all the way to New York, telling you about the different experiences people were having in life. So now what we got people out here who don't want to be honest and say the truth. And the truth is, a lot of folks right now is just BSing. They BSing. The grift was good. The grift was good while it lasted. The grift was great while it lasted. I say it in that way. The grift was great while it lasted. But now what you got is people just doing too much. Truth be told, they just doing too much. That's all. And y'all follow it. Y'all follow it all night and day. What's going on with this? What's going on with that? And it's got so bad to the point where there is the message is pretty much gone because people aren't actually living life anymore. See, that was a part of the Black Manosphere in particular that was dope. You had people living their lives and telling you what's going on. And you can see where you have similarities and you can see where you have differences. They've been groups and factions that didn't necessarily rock with each other, but they listen to each other. They could understand their perspective, whether that is to understand them or whether that was to attack them. Either way, they took the time to pay attention enough to listen. What's going on now It's all soundbite, click bite. Let me prove this to you. Let me prove that to you. Let me talk about this. Let me talk about that. And I used to talk about it a long time ago when it was getting redundant, when it was started dying slowly. Because y'all, what men started gravitating to became like a sausage fest of, rhetoric. Let let me grow out a beard and dress kind of rugged and talk and exude my masculinity. And it became a catchphrase. I want to give you this red pill knowledge. It became a catchphrase. It went from actually giving you information to just being shock jocks. And a lot of y'all are addicted to the red pill in the sense that you just, I just want to be shocked. I want to be shocked. I want to be shocked. Oh, say something else. Say something else. And the relationship talk is cool. There's no problem with that. But what became a problem was when you start talking to people about life. Oh, that's the part people just black out. You're still a man. You still got man issues. You still got, if you want a legacy and you want to build and you want to blah, 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 you still got to do all the work. See, when it came to telling guys to do the work, that's when guys started backing up. Because, oh man, I just want to talk about these bitches. But bro, you got to do some work on yourself, dog. You need to work on your health, man. You need to work on your finances, man. You need to work on your character. Let's just talk about these bitches. It's like, man, shut the hell up. Because people used to tell people straight up, look, shut up. That, a lot of y'all get it twisted because a lot of people came into the manosphere and the black manosphere in particular through watching Kevin Samuels. That's how y'all got here. That's really how you showed up. You saw Kevin a couple of times, or you started watching it a lot, and then it became, you know what? I like this. It's like, okay, you like it. That's cool. But what are you gonna do with your life though? And see, when Kevin was letting dudes know, hey man, we're not playing this game with you where you're gonna just how can I say this? You're gonna just throw away your whole life because you don't feel like doing anything. Guys were checking out, like, no, we're not doing that. But when he got on the chicks, like I said about it, yo, everybody showed up. Yeah. And it's like, okay, bro. And what about you still? Nothing. So now you turn, instead of gravitating to the actual information, y'all gravitated to entertainment. And now you wanted to be entertaining. Are you not entertained? And now it's to me, it's so bad that I can't even watch 85, 90% of this stuff because it's the same thing. And it's disingenuous. It's very, very disingenuous because, what you see is a lot of men who are just saying shit. And if there's no sincerity, there's no genuine nothing. There's no anything authentic. There's not any original thought anymore. And for a black man to say, I'm seeing black men who lack original thought, that's a problem. Guys were predicting what was going to happen next in society. And dead on, spot on every time. I can't say every time. I just say 90% of the time, spot on. And now people are just, well, what's going to happen? Let's talk about my masculinity and her femininity. And let's just sit there and just talk about all of this stuff that we've talked about a million times. And here's the issue. It got so, like, I gotta say it. It got to the point where people were out here basically emulating the black manosphere without saying the black manosphere. Emulating. So that's when you see all of these podcasts, you got to remember there was a time when there's like all these guys on the internet podcasting and talking about relationships. And now you see all these guys looking at half of them look moist. Just half of them look moist, and half of them talking and sounding sideways. But we're going on with the conversation, and they were in it for the money. Half of the guys are pandering to the women, so that's why I said they come off a little saucy. You know, they got a little effeminate bone that they playing with. And then the other half of guys are trying to be, you know, super masculine, but you can tell most of them soft. And it's like, oh, okay, y'all playing now. Y'all just playing games because, hey, it pays. It pays. And you got to give YouTube credit because YouTube did a masterful job at shadow banning the vast majority of the Black Manosphere. The vast majority. They you know, YouTube can say with it, oh, we don't shadow ban. We don't. If you follow the protocols of YouTube and you do what we say and you do your shorts and you do your live. No. Most of the people who blew up in the Black Manosphere, it was either outside platforms that really started the ball rolling, or they said, I ain't in the Black Manosphere no more. That's how that happened. Or they went the political route. You know, that's it. You know, so there's this black men or this and black men or that. And it's like, okay, we playing these games. So, you know, it's become an issue where everything, you know, he's right. Everything is plagiarized. Everything is plagiarized. But I gotta put another little part on this. And it's adding to what I just said. A lot of the people that said I'm leaving the Black Manosphere, they left the Black Manosphere because guys weren't making headway and becoming as successful of the people that had bigger channels. So smaller channels started hating. That's where you get all of these, you know, diss videos about this person and that person and shots at this person and shots at that person. It really had nothing to do with their rhetoric and their content, because I could say 85% of these people were making the exact same content. They just didn't like the fact that this man was bigger than this man. That's pretty much the gist of it. So when people started leaving and saying, look, I ain't in it. Some of these fools thought, oh, I could take, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna shine right now. Did that happen? No, it did not. No, it did not. And now there's nobody to beef with because there's nobody to punch up. You know, there's nobody to punch up. Like I can't diss him for views. I can't diss him for clout. I can't get online and diss this person and that person. Because if you look at it, the dissing ain't really working. Nobody gives a shit. Because the bigger guys are like, look, man, I ain't even responding to this dumbass shit. Just keep making your videos and see how far they go. So now, since you're not providing, for one, if you're not providing better content, if you're not providing better entertainment, then what you gonna do? Nothing. And, you know, I gotta honestly say one of our biggest wins and losses is that we crushed the females who were anti-Black Manosphere. We crushed them. But here's the interesting thing. The females who had their rhetoric that was anti-Black man, anti-Black Manosphere, the vast majority of them never blew up either. But the ones that did look crazy. But they have these big ass audiences though that you know are in that same level of crazy with them. So you got to ask yourself, man, what are the dudes doing? And in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I say that I could be wrong. What the Black Manosphere need to do is get rid of a lot of these guys in the comment section. That's what because here's the hypocrisy of men and masculinity and my legacy and as a man's man. And this is no shots at nobody. When the women started plagiarizing the rhetoric, when the women started copying the rhetoric, and there were some women already in the Black Manosphere, so you know I'm not talking about them. But when women outside of the Black Manosphere started doing the exact same thing that the men and the women were doing inside the Black Manosphere, and I've said it before, you black men was like, I could listen to it when she said it. So this whole little, the matriarchy and the gynocracy and as BJ, the Winter Soldier chip, it was on full display the whole time. It was on full display the whole time because the same man that was like, man, I ain't listen to that. Oh, she pretty. And she said, oh man, she's killing it. She's saying the same thing to dudes that you say you support or you really scared to support are saying. It's just that she's pretty and ain't nothing wrong with that. But when it gets to the point where these ladies could get tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you see the same dudes like, wow, okay, it's about men, huh? It's not. Now the other thing, I gotta talk about it. A lot of you guys don't want to hear it, but there were guys in the Black Manosphere that talked about a whole lot of other stuff. They talked about tech. They talked about investing. They talked about real estate. They talked about getting people jobs. They talked about cryptocurrency, and you didn't want to listen to them. So they said, look, man, I'm going to go do something else. And now, some of y'all are in need of mentorship, or I need where the brothers that put brothers on. No. They're gone. They're still in the space, but they're not helping you because they've watched you, show up for the drama, but then, you disappear for the stuff that can actually help you grow. As far as skills and finances, they've seen that. And here's the thing. Most of society is like that. Maybe 10 to 20% of the people show up for the information that could change their lives. And the rest of the, 80 to 90% of people are like, hey man, whatever. I'm living life. That goes on. Every group, every faction, that goes on. The issue with this space in particular is this, though. A lot of you cats ask for all of these things. Where are the people that talk about this? Where are the people that talk about that? Where are the people that do this? Where are the men that do this? And people gave you those people, and your ass didn't show up for what you asked for. That's what happened. But you'll pick up, hey brother, we need to chop it up about these hoes, and we need to chop it up about these bitches. We need to tell you about these bitches and hoes and the hoes and bitches and the bitch hoes. It's like, okay, all right. I see what this is. A lot of you guys don't want to self-improve because self-improvement was definitely a part of the manosphere, definitely a part of the Black manosphere. And a lot of you motherfuckers never wanted to self-improve. That's why, when people was telling people to cam up, let me get this straight with y'all. See, a lot of you niggas, y'all cam up for the people outside of the Black manosphere that say the exact same thing. Y'all cam up for the ladies. But when it comes to the brothers in the Black manosphere, do y'all cam up? No, everybody's on troll status. Why do I have to cam up? I don't. I made about 8,000 videos. Why I got to cam up? Y'all don't. Don't nobody know who y'all are. Don't nobody see who y'all are because most of you people who want to be entertained ain't doing a fucking thing with your life. And when you cam up, it shows. And brothers used to, but be like, hey man, you on that bullshit. I don't even want to hear that shit. You can't even brush your damn hair, but you over here, these women need to do, bro. No. It's not. We're not playing these games. So that becomes an issue. Because it was about making Black men better, but a lot of y'all don't want to be better. But you just want to be entertained because a lot of people use the Black manosphere as cable.
Nigga, everybody got a show. I'm gonna show up for this, and I'm gonna show up for that, and I'm gonna show up for this, and I'm gonna show up for that. And I ain't gotta pay for cable. Now I ain't gotta pay for Netflix. Niggas got tired of being your motherfucking entertainment. Cats got tired of making content. Say, bro, you need to talk about this. I talked about that already. Why don't you go check it out? Huh? How about I not check it out? How about you just make another one for me today? I made the one which you asking for 2 days ago. Why don't you just check that out? Huh? Well, I would like you to make it for me specifically today so I can watch it today. And then you as a content creator, as a black manosphere, black male content creator can look on YouTube because you on YouTube too. You know, and you see people, oh, you can watch their video. You can watch that video. Oh, see how y'all can go 2 days later and watch the video and 3 days later and watch the video, but you can't do that with this particular group. Oh, okay. I get it. You playing games. Well, and Dennis is right for that. You know, this becomes the issue. Because now, you know, the black manosphere is really filled with a bunch. It's not filled, but it has too many, like all the niggas who thought, I'm gonna be the man, I'm gonna be the one, I'm gonna be the king of the hill. That shit never worked out. Never worked out. So it's like, okay, I see what's going on. We can't be great. Man, thank you. We can't. Because when we talk, seems like a lot of y'all forgot. We talk about politics and religion and not just the economy, but gentrification. We've talked about the interactions between us as black people and the interactions between in and out of the black community. Like there ain't nothing that we haven't talked about consistently. You know, but here's the issue. Did you want to grow? And I'm not saying like everybody got their own little thing. Everybody got their own thing. Like there are people who do this and there are people who do that. But here's the thing. A lot of brothers, if y'all looking for a leader or somebody to follow, why don't y'all get with the people who are doing the shit that you want to do? That's all. Just get with the people who are doing the shit that you want to do and just ride with them. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to watch all their videos because a bunch of these people like, hey man, if I'm doing this, if you want to learn, you want to hit me up, blah, 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 blah. Matter of fact, like I'm not into IT like that, but did you, Sub-Zero did the IT, Theo did the IT, I'm missing somebody. Shoot, I know the Black Brain Trust been in IT the whole time. I already like it keep it techie. Like, man, what's going on? And I'm pretty sure the people that they got involved with them probably came through the black manosphere, but most of these people, you know, but a lot of these people kept it thorough and kept going. A lot of y'all just didn't do that. A lot of y'all didn't do that. And that's trifling. You know, we can't make the black manosphere great or like it once was, because basically what's going on is it's not necessarily dying off, but since you younger motherfuckers ain't really living, and you older folks, you know, when you're talking about living, these people can't relate because people aren't really living, then the shit is going away. Thank you. You know, it's going away. Because I've seen, I can pay attention. I pay attention. A lot of y'all have quit on life already. Y'all use the red pill logic, or the red pill rhetoric to say, well, I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that. And now you ain't fucking living. You ain't even fucking living. Forget the relationship part. You still ain't fucking living. Have you ever tried to go here and you haven't tried to go there? And have you ever did this? Have you ever did that? No, 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 no. Some of you people shouldn't be mad at anything because you ain't done enough shit to be upset about anything. And that's just the reality of it. That's the problem now. Because, you know, truth be told, brothers acting like this became a hotep lane in some ways because brothers like, man, drop another jewel, drop another gem, drop another classic, drop another one, drop another one. Let me ask you something. How many motherfucking classics and gems people got to drop for you to actually use the fucking information? See, y'all want people to have to make the videos and let the videos go viral and then come to your house and grab you by your fucking face and make you do the shit that'll better your life. They had things around, like you got to remember, just using Kevin as a reference. Kevin was in Styles and Fragrances. You know, rest his soul, he's passed on. Rest in peace. Have any of you motherfuckers bumped up your style and maybe bumped up the fragrances? Because they still got the channels out here, you know, about the guys who tell you how to dress, you know, like Style OG and whatnot. Still got the channels out here. Still got the brothers out here like, this is the new cologne. This is the new fragrance. You checking it out? Are you implementing it? Most of y'all not, because like I said before, y'all ain't going no fucking where to do it. So it becomes an issue, a huge issue. And you wonder why guys start veering off into doing other things, because the content creators realize that these black men who want so much out of the world, content creators wasting their fucking time talking to y'all now. And that's an issue. And then when you see guys say, I'm doing this and I'm doing sports and I'm doing prank videos and I'm doing cooking videos and I'm just gonna do travel videos, you motherfuckers turn around, hey man, I remember when you used to do the things, man. Why don't you do that no more? Shut the fuck up. You know why they don't do that shit no more? Because you motherfuckers don't watch it. That's why. You don't support the shit. You don't support the shit that you say you want. Which tells us you don't do the things that you say you want to do with your own fucking life. Now I got to get to some other shit about this, about the manosphere that we haven't, maybe I haven't seen spoken about in a while. It's probably been talked about, but some of y'all don't pay attention to anything that's said when it's happening right in front of you in real time. And what I mean is, well, I can't be nice. It's too many dumb motherfuckers watching the content. That's what's going on. It's too many dumb motherfuckers watching the content. And when people make smarter content, you check out. You check out. So a lot of you cats need to smarten up. Let me be honest, man. I'm in my 40s. If you over 25 and you know more about sports, anime, hairstyles than you do anything else, the do's and don'ts of relationships that you're not getting in than anything else, as a grown man, and it doesn't bother you that you need more useful information, you fucking lost. See, sometimes the ladies weren't all the way wrong. Since you're on YouTube so much, when your car break down, could you watch a YouTube video and fix it your damn self? Could you do that? Something in your house break, could you do that? I want to learn how to invest. Well, okay, look it up. It's on the internet. You could Google this shit. You could actually, somebody can help you on YouTube do the shit. Would you look it up? I got a job. I don't know what to do with my 401k. Okay, well, look it up. Watch it. I don't know. What you mean? So do you want to grow or do you want to stay stagnant? Because the growth, the idea of men growing has become a problem. Let me rewind this. See, this space helped a lot of men who were going through issues, whether it be depression to the point that they were suicidal, whether it be, family court issues, whether it be unemployment issues. That was actually the large majority of people who were hovering around the Black Manosphere. And what happened was a lot of those people the Black Manosphere helped in one way or another, through one creator or another. They pointed in a good direction. That's how people got jobs in trucking. As you see, when the brothers were getting jobs in IT in the last few years. That's how that was happening. When people were saying, hey, these people are hiring, these people are hiring. That's what was going on. When people were saying, hey, man, this went on with me in family court. This happens, this happens, this happened. Chill out. Don't blow a gasket. These are how they do things. This is how they do things. These are the rules that they make. These are the rules that they break. We were preparing people for what was coming next. When guys were depressed, it was like, okay, I'm not out here alone. I'm not the only one going through this. If you can keep going on, I can keep going on. That's what was going on. But what happened? New crop of people kept coming. And a new crop of people kept coming, but they were people who didn't want to actually, they didn't really have as many problems as they thought. Like some of y'all had weight problems. And when people told you to lose weight, you acted like a little bitch about it. Some of y'all had bad fashion sense. When somebody told you to fix your fashion, you acted like a little bitch about it. When somebody said, hey, man, you got financial issues, you need to work more. If that's your issue, you got to work more. You acted like a little bitch about it. That's what happened. When men were talking to men about men shit, a lot of you men bailed. So now, the Manosphere can only give you the shit that you show up for. But like I saw the little interaction with Anton Daniels and Boyce Watkins. That was how the Manosphere conducted itself. The Black Manosphere in particular. That's how it conducted itself. Real talk. It was some whole ass shit going on though. But people could have conversations, straightforward conversations. Like, yo, this is what's going on. I see you doing this. I see you doing that. That's cool. That's some sucker shit. This is why people rock with you. This is why people don't agree with you. That was a normal thing that was going on. Normal. But you don't have those interactions anymore because people are scared of having interactions, because people want to debate and have viral moments and have these crazy talks about crazy issues that most of y'all ain't even fucking going through. A lot of even going to the relationship shit, even with the women, a lot of the shit that they talking about, they ain't even fucking going through. So now it becomes like, okay, what we own. It's like, what you mean what we own? Listen, when Dr. T.S. Johnson put the points up, it's a 17 points. I'm sorry at the moment. That's a rallying cry. Like, okay, I could rock with that. A lot of y'all niggas, y'all just like, huh? What? This is what we need? Yeah, man. This is what we need. When even with the when we review like movies and shows, what happens? we're trying to tell you what's going on with black men's image. And a lot of y'all are just like, oh, okay. It's like, okay. Because I gotta go back to it. A lot of y'all are not living, so y'all are not connecting with some of these messages because you're not outside. You're not outside like that. So it's hard to help somebody that's not active. That becomes an issue. And I can tell, and the interesting thing about, I would just say, the Black Manosphere in general, if you look on social media, you see all the reverberations of all the things that we've said and done. You've seen it on even Shannon Sharp's podcast. You've seen those type of conversations. Even when he was on Undisputed and now ESPN, you've seen, yep, I've seen that. Yep. You've seen multiple celebrity. You've seen it on Cam Newton stuff. You've seen it on with the smoke. You've seen it on a pivot. You've seen it on I Am Athlete. You've seen, like, I'm sitting there like, damn. This space has a lot of damn influence. And everybody supports everybody else when they use this space's not just talking points, but rhetoric, but topics. It's sprinkled. If it ain't the exact topic, it's sprinkled into the topics. And it's like, damn. So these brothers been right. Yeah, these brothers been right about a lot of shit. Yeah. So what becomes a huge issue now is when brothers pivot and go in a different direction. It's not to denigrate and give up on black men. It's to show that different black men exist. And y'all don't realize, y'all don't realize how different we are sometimes, and y'all don't realize how similar we are sometimes. And I'm saying when you could be polar opposites and have similarities. And now when everybody's just a cookie cutter, or you view everybody as a cookie cutter, he's a Pookie, he's a Ray Ray, he's a lame, he's an educated lame, he's sassy, he's sauce. Now we turn it into white people. We gonna give you a name and judge you as that and dismiss everything about you. So how you gonna learn? Because a cool motherfucker need to learn from a nerd, and a nerd need to learn from a cool motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? A soft dude need to learn from a thug, and a thug need to learn from a soft dude. If you want any type of balance and progression, you got to learn the other side to know, to respect what they're doing, so you can understand what's going on. Because you're gonna need the very thing that you're not at some point. If you're not a hands-on person, you need to be around a hands-on person to teach you how to be hands-on, because at some point you're gonna need that. Because now, all these people are talking. And what I mean by talking, it's just talking rhetoric now. It's just talking rhetoric. I'm self-aware, and this is toxic, and this is traumatic, and this is, and we're having these issues, and now that I'm doing the work, and now that I'm that, it's like all these motherfuckers just saying the same shit, and they ain't saying a goddamn thing. Because you can tell there is no nuance. So if you got a topic and you got some rhetoric, but you don't understand nuances in life, I can tell right now you ain't never been through the shit. You don't know what to tell a motherfucker. You're going to tell a motherfucker the same thing that the last 5, 10 motherfuckers said, because their videos got 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 views. So you're just going to say the exact same shit in the exact same tone. That's what happened over time. Because everybody that I ain't gonna say everybody, the vast majority of the people that folks gravitated to sounded exactly the same, said exactly the same thing in the exact same tone. You had black and white people in the manosphere that were just newscasters. Hi guys, let's talk about masculinity in these modern women. You know, they'll never care about you guys because they're narcissists, guys, and they suffer from BPD, guys, and they are a little bit, they're misandrous, guys, and they don't care, guys. And it's like, oh damn, you the 13th motherfucker I heard in a row that sound exactly like this. And how are all of y'all sounding exactly the same, and all of y'all are from different fucking places? Nobody has an accent. Nobody has a nuanced experience because they live in a different city. Nobody has something in particular that they can see and bring to the table. No, it's just the same thing. It's like, okay, all right, I got you. And then on top of that, like I said, when there's no nuance, there's really no information. There's really no information when there's no nuance. And that's why, even when it came to the guys who, let me give you game. Even when guys gave y'all real game, most of you motherfuckers didn't use it. That's what happened. That's literally what happened. All this relationship talk and all this game talk, y'all didn't use half. I can't even say half of that shit. Y'all didn't use 75% of the shit people told you to do. And it wasn't for a gender war purpose and nothing like that. It was more so like, hey man, try it. Try it to get out of your comfort zone. The same reason we tell y'all to work out, get out of your comfort zone. The same reason we tell y'all to do, to do things you haven't done before, to expand your mind and get out of your comfort zone. You just don't want to do it. And that's fucking ridiculous. Because even to this day, I can tell you the Black Manosphere got some dope people in it. Dope people. But if y'all not willing to hear what they got to say, it's on y'all. And if y'all ain't willing to go, y'all could binge watch people and check out what they said here and there. And I'm not talking about a person specifically. It's a bunch of people. But if you don't want to, if you don't want to hear them say it specifically, because that's what it comes down to. A lot of y'all don't want to hear black men in the Black Manosphere say something specifically because, I hate to say it this way, but the white man's ice is colder. The woman's ice is colder. The tether's ice is colder. If you even want to go down that road, you get what I'm saying? The conservative ice is colder. It's like, and y'all should know the message is still solid because you have men. Let me say it this way. You have men who are still anti-Black Manosphere, who still don't really make up good arguments against this stuff. They still don't. They make weak ass arguments and are condescending. That's why I brought up the Boyce Watkins and Anton Daniels thing, because I think using that as a reference for what was going on between the men who were in the Manosphere and the men who were anti-Manosphere, it's that same thing. Boyce Watkins represented that conversation that was condescending and passive aggressive, and I'm gonna do some sucker shit, but I'm gonna play stupid. That was a normal thing. We would interact with people who did that all the time. And like I said, but those people got huge followings because at least we know society became more passive aggressive. Society became more bitch made. So some of the messages that you gravitated to was bitch made. It lacked character. Even when there were people who blew up in the Black Manosphere space, some of them, whether inside the Black Manosphere space or outside, they were doing sucker shit. And it grew because it was sucker shit, because a lot of y'all dudes like sucker shit, because y'all do sucker shit. So when guys say, hey man, you need better character than that. I can't do that. It's like, why not? And it's not gonna kill you to be a stand-up dude. It's not gonna kill you to just be a normal human being. It's not gonna kill you, to have some damn integrity. It's not gonna kill you. So a lot of y'all treated this space like it was gangster rap. Like, I don't want to listen to the Tribe Called Quest niggas. I need them NWA niggas. Okay. But you grew up a Tribe Called Quest nigga. Like, you not finna, you talking all that tough shit, but if somebody walk up on you, you're not doing nothing. Which brings me to the other thing. It's no nice way to do this. When we got to the point where we would disrespect men who are trying to do the right thing for a viral moment, the shit started going downhill. When guys wanted to argue all day long, the shit started going downhill. And a lot of the argumentative people weren't even really in the Black Manosphere. They were just hovering around the Black Manosphere to come around and do some dumb shit. That's why I said some of that shit's got to be purged out, because now it's just a residual effect of people who wanted to basically infiltrate this space to try to be king of the hill, but they were just really some sucker ass niggas. Because everything becomes, a drama situation. It can't just be regular shit. Now I gotta get back to what I'm the point about, why I say it's not great as it used to be. We used the, what do you call that? The reaction video space as a way to say, to emphasize this is what's going on, and we're not lying about it. It's too much information, because what used to happen was Black men to say something and people go, oh, that's not true. And it used to, or, this happened, is, oh, that's just a one-off. So the reaction videos became a see, more evidence. And it's like, when people saw the evidence, it's like, okay, I get it now. Like, these guys aren't lying. Now, it comes off like you want the entertainment, but you missed the message, but the message was meant for you. So a lot of y'all, even if y'all still on a red pill thing or whatever, blue or purple, whatever, black, it really don't matter to me. A lot of y'all missed the message. And if you miss the message, I don't know what the fuck you paying attention to. Like that becomes an issue, because now, you guys really don't understand. We talked about economy changing and AI. That was years ago. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of you brothers gonna get left behind. That's what's gonna happen. A lot of brothers are going to get left behind because the actual meat and potatoes of stuff that you needed, you didn't use. And when guys, slowly start trickling away and not making content, quote unquote, Black Manosphere content anymore, y'all really not going to care like that because y'all just going to go to something else. But the problem is you're going to find a new 25-year-old who just, you know what? I know how I'm going to get a channel. I'm going to go watch all these old videos and just say the exact same shit that they said and have a nice background and then go, huh, yeah, if you build it by stealing other people's shit, they will come. And that's what y'all do. Matter of fact, let me back this up. Using this as a reference. A lot of y'all like Kevin Samuels. Cool. A lot of y'all like Fresh and Fit. Cool. I'm going to tell y'all the biggest difference between Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit. Kevin talked to all kinds of women, whether they be corporate, whether they be hood rats. And the logic that he had on his own, the logic, the things that he learned in his space, it was easily, applicable to you can apply what he was saying, especially to in those scenarios when you in a live conversation. Fresh and Fit, it was just getting hood rats and it was drinking and saying dumb shit. So that's easily refutable, right? So either way, people got attention. People got attention. But the issue became, which one could you duplicate successfully? And what happened was, it's probably more easily to duplicate Fresh and Fit's model because young, out-of-pocket chicks who want attention will keep showing up to try to get attention. But even the same thing with is that Kendra G with her dating show model. It's the same thing as Kevin. She had a dating show before Kevin though, but it basically turned into Kevin's show after he passed. And it's like, damn, she from corporate to hood rat. It's the same issue over and over and over again. And what people were saying, the Black Manosphere was exposing or bashing Black women. And you could say we were more so exposing the fuckery, the hypocrisy. And it was a reason for that, because if we don't pay attention to this fuckery and this hypocrisy, our community is going to crash and burn when we're on the precipice of actually being able to get a leg up in America. Because America's broke. Guess who works the best with the least? Us. But now we're at a point where it's hard to have these conversations because y'all not paying attention. And even fast forward like to right now, people are tripping. Some people are cool. Some people are tripping about the passport bro thing. You got to be a certain type of dude to be a passport bro. You got to have a certain type of income. You got to have a certain type of savings. You got to have a certain type of passive income also to move in that way. You got to have a certain type of skill set. So the vast majority of those dudes are brothers who live their lives and they decide to live abroad. And it's different from the expat community in this sense, because there are a lot of expats who just want to be somewhere else and they kind of not, they're kind of vagabonds, so, they nomads. Some of them worked and some of them just whatever they was doing, it was some sucker shit. That's why you got people who are broke in quote unquote third world countries. That's because they don't have a skill set. They just wanted to be somewhere to feel. I just want to be out of America. I just want to feel like I'm in another place and free. That's how you get the people who go to Africa and fuck around and wind up being broke and scammed because, I just want to feel at home. And it's like, bitch, that's not your home. Some people don't. That's not your home, dog. You got to make it a home. That's not like you think Africa's gonna welcome you with open arms and take care of you. No, you gonna have to make it a home. You have to do something for Africa, for people to, welcome you with open arms. That's how it's gonna go. The same thing about the guys traveling here, traveling there. It's like if they can afford to do that, they do that. But when it comes to if you want to do that, what are the steps that you need to take to get there? When people tell you that part, it's like, no, I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to talk about that. It's like, why not? If that's what you want to do, because YouTube has become a very lucrative opportunity. Like you could actually make a living being on a computer talking all day. And let me back up by saying this. There was the quote unquote Manosphere 1.0, Black Manosphere 1.0. Some of y'all don't even know this. And Sergeant Willie Pete, he still makes content. A few of the guys still make content. They tried to start up a what was it, Gen X. They wanted to start up a website, and that happened in 2.02 with God dog it, I just forgot the brother the website name. But that happened both times. 1.0, 2.0. Brother said we're gonna get off of YouTube, we're gonna have our own little space, and it didn't work. And then we started after that. And we tried the same thing per se, and that didn't necessarily work. But most people were still on YouTube the whole time. The issue became 1.0 and quote unquote 2.0. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to some of that. The 1.0 transitioned into 2.0, and 2.0 interacted with women more than 1.0 did online. Now everybody after that you could say, plagiarized the space, copied and pasted the space. They took that and they made it a podcast of women face to face. Now, along the way, if some of y'all were paying attention, if y'all didn't, y'all knew this or y'all didn't know this, people set blueprints up. Like Tommy Sotomayor had a blueprint, but his blueprint ultimately got him banned. You get what I'm saying? He was quote unquote, he was talking relationships, he was talking politics. He was a shock jock who talked relationships and talked politics, who was very funny. Think about it. Tariq Nasheed talks relationships, talks politics. Very funny. Not as not necessarily divisive, but he's not a shock jock. You know what I'm saying? He's not over the top. So that goes on. Talk to if you talk about even Corey Holcomb's podcast, talks relationships, talks politics, very funny. O'Shea talks relationship, talks politics, very funny. You get what I'm saying? You can use the same model. Angry Man, relationships, politics, funny. He's probably not as funny as the rest of the guys, but he has a sense of humor. So the same thing kept happening, but people were doing the same thing, doing it a little differently. Even Kevin, it was a corporate way to talk relationships, not too much politics, but it still had humor. So it's the same thing in different aspects. So along the way, People have seen a blueprint over and over and over and over again. So what people have tried to do is recreate this and recreate that, and it doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work, because for one, you didn't find your niche. That's cool. For two, and it ain't no nice way to say this, a lot of the men and the women who like to talk about relationships still want to be in a relationship. Period. So all that shit they talking is bullshit. Like like what I mean is this. Let me take that back. A lot of the people who talk relationship talk that blew up were actively in relationships, whether they were good relationships or a bunch of bad relationships, but they were actively dating or even married, right? A lot of the people who came after that are people who swear that, gave you all the reasons why they're not dating, and you just caught them doing sucker shit. So now you're getting all of these, how can I say this? Outside of the manosphere, you're getting a lot of, it's the same premise. Like people are trying to fill the void of Derrick Jackson. People are trying to fill the void of, how can I? Who can I? People are trying to be the anti Tommy Sotomayor or the anti Kevin Samuels. People are trying to be, the anti Fresh and Fit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on now. And the guys are really stuck in between. You stuck in between a rock and a hard place, because all of this anti-black manosphere rhetoric, it really ain't hitting on shit. But I think a lot of the times guys are burnt out from the black manosphere too. Every day. Every day it's about relationships. Every day. Relationship. Because the algorithm says, yo, that shit works. Because you niggas don't want to listen to nothing else. And truth be told, YouTube don't promote shit else. Because the other shit, it kind of, a lot of the pertinent information kind of goes under the radar, and then you see that shit on TED Talk, or you see that shit on one of these guys that's not black, that's trying to talk political and talk on the black community, and you don't know where he got his points from. A lot of y'all don't realize, like, even a few years back, there's not a few, like the political shows like the Young Turks, they used to watch a lot of black content creator shit and just mimic what the fuck they said. So when you see a lot of these people who they speaking it to your heart, and they're speaking to your mind, and they speaking your language, pretty much they're watching somebody smaller than them say some shit, and they know you're gonna gravitate to them. That's it. Yeah, like Pearl. Yeah, exactly. And some people liked it, some people hated it. But it's like, how did you not see that coming? Other people did it. You could say Fresh and Fit did the same thing Pearl did. You could literally say that. Because they got some stuff from, what is it? I was about to say, I forgot the guy's name. He wrote a book. It's not Rouge V, but on the white manosphere side, yeah, it can change, but because the relationship thing is at a plateau, because everybody, I gotta say this. The Manosphere brought the relationship talk to the internet. And a lot of niggas who feel like they got more women, basically pulled a 50 Cent. They diss the niggas on the internet, like you niggas on the internet talking about bitches all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking out of y'all talking out of y'all neck, y'all lame. All y'all worry about is pussy and bitches. Y'all can't get no hoes. And what do they turn around and do? Let's talk about some pussy. Let's talk about relationships all the time. Let's talk about how I'm getting these bitches, how I'm getting these. So they basically did the same thing. They dissed the space and did the exact same thing that the space is doing. Because I remember watching that with last time I really paid attention to it like that, I think it was like Mr. Let Go. Because he was dissing it and just using the exact same shit. And I was like, this is hilarious. You know, he said this, but I said that. That's McDonald's and this is McDowell's. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I got you. But I really understood it because he was like, I don't want to be associated with you niggas because you niggas ain't gonna grow. Because for one, you shadow banned, and for two, your loyal, faithful Black Manosphere supporters, they don't support you like that. They support people on the outside of that shit because they scared to have that rhetoric on their computer and on their phone and around their family and shit, which is another issue. Like a lot of people who have watched the Black Manosphere, y'all was afraid to let other people know that you actually listen to the stuff. And y'all didn't say the other stuff. You kind of gravitated to the most extreme shit. But you didn't tell people you listened to the other stuff. So that's the bullshit that was going on the whole time. You couldn't explain that. You hearing these people yelling and cussing folks out, and that's what you're listening to. And then you can't say, oh yeah, but they were talking about they was going off on this. But this one they was talking about, AI and a CRISPR and you know what I'm saying, and that type of stuff. Y'all, you scared, you scared to listen to when Obsidian was, having a ball. Y'all listen to Obsidian or y'all listen to Minister Jap and y'all love it, but y'all love it on the low. You don't want to play it. You can't play it in your car. You can't play it in your house because you scared and shit. But you're like, why don't you play some BGS? Why don't you play some Ron Wills then? So that's part of the whole man thing. Y'all can't stand on being a man because y'all can't stand on the shit that you swear to God that you all in and listening to. Like, I'm 10 toes down for this game and this information until somebody else is around. Then the shit's in your headphones. Then it's not. Then you mute your TV. So like we know what's going on. But if Pearl said it, oh, the white woman said it. You down for that shit. But that's my point of view on this. I got time tonight. I must admit, I got a little time tonight. I ain't tripping. Let me see this. I'll put the link in the chat if anybody want to have a conversation. Because, we can have a conversation. And that's the other thing. That's another thing. A lot of times y'all showed up for beef. Like, these lives went crazy for beef. When everybody's going live in the Black Manosphere, it's like people didn't show up. But the minute somebody had, fuck that bitch ass nigga in the title, you showed up like women. I don't know what he's saying, girl, but I know it's about to be some tea, girl. I was like, oh, okay. That's that bullshit. So, we're gonna have to, if we're gonna have to push this thing forward in some way, shape, form, or fashion, because it's not, it's like I said earlier, it's stagnant. It's very, very stagnant. And you know, and I'm not blaming the content creators, truth be told. I'm saying the subscribers are not, they're stagnant. It's hard to give people new information when they're not willing to take a few steps further on a new journey or even an old journey. You know, that's the issue. We can't help you know, we told cats about, you know, college being obsolete and trade school was better years ago. And look where we at right now. You know, look where we at right now. We was telling people about the rising cost of living years ago. Look where we at right now. We was telling y'all that, you know, the more the cost of living rises, the more these people are going to want to have relationships, the more people are going to have conversations about relationships. Absolutely happening now. You know, who is this? E, what's up?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. But yeah, man, you be making sense, man. I remember oh man, what was that? Oh shit had the Rumbles, he used to get 5K.
Yeah. And
Oh man.
he love that shit. That's my dog. Like but he said he's like, but at a certain point he's like, man, this nigga's getting too out of pocket.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, because then there was times where you had it serious, it could barely go off 100. But like when it's F you, oh, I know what your kids look like. Oh, 10K right there.
That's a problem. And that's not, like I said, that's not a problem on a content creator. That's a problem on the audience. Because even if you talk about relationships, that lets us know what kind of relationships you actually have in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you only show up for the fuckery, that's how you are in relationships.
True.
So it's like, okay. So part of it, like, you know, people like us who make content, we knew like, oh, okay. Okay, if I talk about this relationship shit, you gonna show up. But let's be honest, you like bitches like that.
Yeah. That's why I never understood. I ain't trying to, start no beef with like Tommy Sotomayor. I'm like, you don't like hood rats, but you keep getting caught with them.
Yeah, but
Same.
that's
Oh man,
true.
like,
That's
yeah,
true. But the interesting thing about a person like Tommy is this. Tommy shows you who you are. If you gravitate to Tommy and you've been riding with him for all these years, you just like that.
yeah,
See, a lot of times you got to, like, people don't realize what you gravitate to is either you trying to live that vicariously or that's who you are.
true.
So, you know, just as much as he blew up being that way. So what that tell you? People like that shit.
Yeah, you're right. Cause that was me. I ain't gonna cap. I was like, I was still in high school. I'm like, yeah, I'm laughing. BT 1000s. Yeah. Yeah, BT. Oh yeah, not 100. Yeah. And then I'm like, whoa, you what? Hey, yeah, that's why she deserved to die. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, it's time for me to bounce. You talking a little too crazy.
It's
And I
like,
got older.
I'm
Go ahead.
just on my ask. I said this earlier. When you were in high school, by the time you got out of high school, what is the percentage of people in your age group that was actually living life that use the rhetoric to better their life?
Nah, they didn't use none of that, none of that, man. It was more like once I hit high school, it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell nobody listen to this. I ain't gonna advertise this. Just like you said, when people come in, you mute the TV. Like, man, they,
So, you
they
know,
don't really apply it. Go ahead.
that's the problem. Because if you don't apply it, you know, like there was a point where The content creators like, give these niggas the fuck shit that they want. Cause
Yeah.
they not gonna do nothing with the other shit.
Yep.
And that's where we're at now. Like a lot of people don't want to hear it, but that's where we're at now. People just giving y'all the bullshit y'all want. And then they're doing the real shit in their own lives. And when you see people, winning in life and you go, bro, how did you do that? They're gonna tell you, fuck you.
Yeah.
And people like, why fuck me, dog? I used to say that shit all the time. You didn't want to listen.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Even
definitely true.
even Tommy talked about Bitcoin back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah. I, there was people talking about and stuff like that, and when I tell you they couldn't go over 10 views, they couldn't get 10 people to watch the live. Now there's a lot of people hurting now. What? This person made 10 million? Why ain't nobody tell me? Shut up. All
This
right.
is this is a problem. This is a huge problem. And the only reason I'm talking about this honestly is because, you know, how can I put this? I can tell. I got a kid that's about to be 18. And he said something to me recently. I was talking to him about life, and I was like, let me talk, what's up with your generation? And I wasn't saying it on no fuck shit. He was like,
Yeah.
he was just like, man, them niggas ain't gonna make it. And I was like, you see, this is a problem.
I mean, not trying to go too religious, but I mean, even the Bible says like 2/3 of people gonna be thrown in the lake of fire. Like a lot of people ain't gonna make it, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. I know people want to, turn their head, but like a lot of people ain't gonna make it. All right. I mean, no one's telling the truth. What's the reason of having morals? Why not scam? Why not cheat? Why not lie to the people? No integrity. All this. I don't want to do it the long way. I want to do it the short way. I want the quick money. And it's like, fam, like enjoy the walk, enjoy the the adventure. Everybody want to keep up with the Joneses, and they gonna crash out.
We never
Same.
had this before. You gotta
Yeah.
understand, like a lot of people don't realize it because y'all don't have these conversations no more. The shit that we're seeing people do, it was a minority of people doing that when we were younger. See, you couldn't buy a sports car when you were younger and not really have a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't do
Yeah.
like you people wouldn't let you stay with them doing that. And the only people who did shit like I got a luxury car and I live in an apartment was drug dealers. That's who did that shit. It
Yeah.
wasn't a it was a rare time when people go, okay, I'm gonna take my student loan money and I'm gonna buy, what I'm saying, I'm gonna buy me a Escalade. Like what, nigga, you retarded. But now you
Yeah.
see that. So when we trying to tell people to chill out, you know, it's a problem. Guys didn't tell y'all guys told you to be aware of what women would do to you. Guys didn't tell you never to date.
Oh man, that dating stuff, and it's like, listen, I ain't gonna lie, man, I got played here now. I got played, but to be on some, oh no, I don't care about these women. No, I'm just gonna get me a doll. What?
We predicted that shit.
And say it proudly too, and stand 10 toes down.
We predicted that shit.
And it's like, I don't know the population, but I'm just going off my head. I'm gonna say, let's say it's a billion women. And out of that billion, let's just say there's 50 million women that's single, over 18, legal, everything's all right. And they're perfectly healthy, normal, and all that. You telling me out of 50 million, you can't get one?
it ain't. Let me tell you something. Truth be told, it ain't even about the ladies in a sense. It's about being socially awkward. The relationships is just a avenue to talk about how why being socially awkward is a problem. Because the women are socially awkward too.
That is
That
true. I met some. Yeah.
that becomes the issue when you're like, yo, it's not what it's not that you can't get a relationship. It's part of what you said earlier about the lack of integrity. It's like, let me get this right. You think you go what we're dealing with now. I grew up with people who, if you did something, if you lied to me, if you played me, you knew that it's a possibility that I might come to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're living in a time where if you play me and you manipulate me, you'll stand in my face like I won't punch you in your mouth. Like that's wrong. It's like what world we living in?
Oh, man. Oh, you hit it right there on the nail, man. Like, one thing that's driving me crazy when I see it on social media, it's almost like I got like PTSD. It's like, is this when it comes from skits? Is this real? Is this a skit? Like, everything is a joke. Oh yeah, I did that, but I mean, come on, man, everything all right? It's just like, bro, it's like everybody's in kid land. You just can't lie to somebody, play them, and think, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. We cool, fam. You, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's like if you lie, I get like somewhat paranoid because like if you're willing to lie to my face, then you're willing to steal from me. If you're willing to steal from me, you willing to set me up. You willing to set me up, you're willing to, rob me. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
If you're willing to rob me, you most likely, what's stopping you from just paying somebody to just pop me right there while I'm at the store?
That's the old phrase of if you can lie, you can steal. If you can steal, you can kill. But
Yeah.
it starts with the line. It starts with the I could do whatever I want. It's like, okay, that's what guys have been talking about, really.
Hmm.
Excuse me. That's even when Obsidian used to talk about black female fuckery. It was the idea that I could do whatever the fuck I want, and nothing's a problem. It's like, oh, it's a problem. And what you see now on social media is people doing sucker shit, and they're completely detached from it.
I mean, when I talk about detach, it's detached. It was. I think you probably saw it. It was everywhere. Some dude was whispering a guy ear. And he was like, "Hey man, stop!" Pulled the gun out and popped him right there in the mall. And of course, he didn't. No crime happened. But it's like,
Oh, that skit. He was trying to be a
yeah,
tough guy. Yeah.
it was like he said something like mew 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 mew, and it's like, bro, stop. Mew 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 mew. Like what?
But see, let me add to that. It's socially awkward and some stupid shit to do that to a person. But it's also socially awkward to pull a gun out and shoot somebody when you could have just punched them in the mouth. See
Yeah,
that's what
that's
we're
true.
dealing with. It's like, yo, everybody's acting like, look, ain't nothing wrong with having a gun, ain't nothing wrong with, but the stuff
No.
that folks nowadays trying to kill you for, it's like, oh, bitch, you just can't fight, and you just looking for an excuse.
Oh yeah, man. That's, see, you making good points now. You making my mind think. But yeah, man. It's like everyone is on the far extreme side. It's like either you're super left, you're super right, either you don't react or you overreact, and it's like, fam, where's the discernment? Like that may actually be a blessing.
There is no discernment anymore.
Yeah.
That's all of this talk. It's it was about discernment. It was about like, yo, peep this, watch out for this. If this happened, it could be this, it could be that. Now it's just, you know, too many. And it's one thing if you're young. I think if you're a teenager, if you're in your early 20s, I expect, even if you're in your mid 20s, I expect some dumb shit to happen to you.
Hmm.
Cause that's the age group.
Hmm.
But see, once you get like 25 and up, it's like, yo, No, you about to get fucked up. Period. You about to get fucked up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. I think what I'm 27, 28. I couldn't even imagine doing the stuff what people are doing right now. I couldn't trolling people, pulling up people's pants, walking, grabbing the mic and asking a woman, "What? How high's your body count?" Like, that's weird. That's that's weird, bro. Like, but that's weird. You standing out in front of the club, all these people drunk. What's your body count? What's your thoughts on the Tate brothers? Uh, 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 what's your pronouns? And do you think pronouns should be illegal? And it's like, are
See,
you really that hungry for content?
well, I
Go
mean,
ahead.
yeah, but at the same time, you trying to catch people live and live in color. But here's the thing: if you at a club, you know what's going down. Like it's not like it's it to me. It's easy. It's easy. So you know what
Hmm.
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to a nightclub
Hmm.
where people drinking and they trying to find somebody to fuck, and I'm gonna ask these questions about sex. That's easy because that's what people in the streets at that particular point. You can't pull that shit off, you know, at the bank on a Tuesday
Nah,
because people
they
gonna
will
look at
call
you.
cops on you.
Hey, what the fuck are
Yeah,
you doing?
yeah,
So guess what? When you cut the camera off, you gonna do it. You gonna do the same shit you questioning everybody else about. It's not like, all right, I got all the information I need. Let's pack it up and go home. You know,
that's true. But like you said in the before I hopped on, you said it. Like a lot of people gonna get left behind, and then a lot of people gonna think you can just ask for help. And I'm telling you like this, bro. Being and listen, everybody, get behind. Uh, that whole situation with the flu. I don't want to get your YouTube shut down, but
mm,
that sickness. A lot of people was down, but like if you 40, 50, and you still trying to, yo, what's the play? What's the game? Yo, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do like, bro, where was that energy when you was 27? What was that energy when you was 32? Don't get me
that's
wrong, you always improve, but you 40, you 50.
see, that's what that whole pandemic
Hmm.
that made a whole lot of shit worse
Hmm.
because what happened was, excuse me, a lot of stupid people was out here figuring they got a free year to live.
Hmm.
And when the year was over, all the businesses and corporations that they fucked over, they're like, "Oh, we finna get our money back, nigga."
Oh yeah.
And from that point on, you see, rent went up, mortgage rates went up, prices of homes went up. It,
Hmm.
the price of goods went up. It's like, no, we gonna
Hmm.
get our money back. Oh, y'all want to steal and rob? Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. That that
Hmm.
pack of cookies that you bought that was $3, then bitches $4.50 now.
Exactly. Like, oh, you just go run off. Oh, and people ran off with that. Oh, it's free money. It's a PPP loan. Okay. All right. They knocking on your door now. I'm seeing clips all around social media. Oh, yeah, they knocking on your door. Hmm.
So now you learning your lesson, but everybody is gonna pay for it.
Hmm.
So that's part of the issue. Like people don't even like if I wanted to get on a relationship kick real hard, I could tell people straight up. You know why you hearing all this relationship talk? Is what we told you already, the pandemic. Because now
Hmm.
people ran out of money and they ran out of help because they burnt a lot of bridges during the pandemic. So now, of course, I'm looking for love in a real relationship now, and I'm looking to be with somebody. Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because you might not have nowhere to stay in 6 months.
Scratch that. 3 months.
That's what keeps going on. I see
Damn.
you. You could see it. You know, I stay out of the way. But you see it all the time. Why y'all think why you think it's all these gym influencers?
Yeah, of course. They panicking. They content they putting I don't call it panicking content. That's what they doing. They
That's
producing all this content. Go ahead.
but that's what people want. Like
Mhm.
I love half of this shit because honestly, it's like okay when I look at the people who doing the food stuff, we go into restaurants, they doing food reviews. You know, I went here, I went there. The first thing I think is that's dope. The second thing I
Yeah,
think is you motherfuckers can't cook
damn. Now you
because
said like that. Yeah, yeah.
because everybody got I'm going here and I'm going there and I'm okay. I get the people who make content. I get that's what they make, but I know for a fact these other people I'm gonna go eat here and I'm gonna go because you can't cook. And then I see the same thing with the fitness content. Let me be half naked. I know what that's about. If you work out in the gym 3-4 hours a day, you ain't got no fucking job.
Man, oh man, I always started that, man. I was like, wait a minute. I used to play sports to exercise for 3 hours, 6 days a week. You're not gonna make gains. Okay, I'm here to tell you. I don't care how much proteins you shove in your throat. To work out 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, fam. You don't got a job. How you even rest?
Because you don't got a job. That's how you rest.
Yeah, yeah. And then
It's,
like you said, well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
now I was gonna go back to you. You said yeah, people don't know how to cook. I never thought of it that way. Like we know them restaurants don't be clean. We know they don't be cleaning out the ice machine. You eating out all the time. I'm like, geez Louise, like, yeah,
that,
you don't know how to cook.
I've learned over the years, people create content because they find a ish. Like I'm gonna say it this way. You know why you don't see a lot of travel content?
Wow.
Because you're gonna get cussed out.
Mm.
Who the fuck? I'm sorry. Who got time to go to France this week and next week go to Bahrain and next week go to Abu Dhabi and next week go to Bali and next week go to Vegas? Motherfucker gonna look at you like you crazy.
Man, I always thought, man, bro, it's like you read my mind. I always found that weird. Like, bro, it's like the Bible had to say, what was that? I think Cain and Abel. It's like you in a vagabond state. Like you just, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there. And
But you
it's
gotta
like,
have the
bro,
money
don't,
to do it.
yeah, I ain't mad at him, but it's like, bro, you don't got no family, you don't got no friends. Like, when are you gonna settle down? Like, you meeting all these men, women, depending on what gender you are. You didn't find not one man or one woman to settle down with.
It ain't even no. I mean, even if you don't, even with all of, because people move around in America. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go here. It's not what it used to be.
Hmm.
people there are plenty of people when I was young, I'm gonna go to L.A. I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm gonna go to New York, and I'm gonna go. Okay, cool, go. But here's the thing, bitch, don't leave after 3 months.
Mm.
See, that's where we're at now. Like I'm on social media watching people on social media do shit that we would never do.
Mm.
Like you can pull up people in Hellcats and Chargers on motorcycles, filming themselves running from the police.
Oh man, crazy.
And nobody ever thought, that motherfucker got caught, right? I mean, he got a lot of views after that shit, but you do realize that motherfucker got caught because he uploaded the video.
Oh,
The
oh
shit,
my goodness, man.
the shit had an Instagram handle on it. You know that motherfucker got caught, right?
IP address and all.
This is where we're at now. It's like, oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about writing my own book and like encouraging brothers to like, hey man, we might need to leave these inner cities. We might need to leave some of these people behind. We may have to fall back from these people because it's like you're recording yourself in shootouts. You're recording yourself. Oh man, there's one YouTube recommended me. It was like oh, I'm gonna go to like this hood, or I'm gonna go to the novellas. And I'm just wondering why? Why would you want to go into the most dangerous area where you can possibly get, I don't even care. Like I think many of us need to start separating from the foolishness because we have to draw a line.
At this point, people not being honest. It's not really like it's foolishness when you 22 doing it, 22 and up.
Hmm.
See when
Hmm.
you in high school, people gonna give you a pass. Like a lot of these young cats out here doing all this smash and grabs. Bitch, you can't pull that stunt at 25.
Hmm.
That's why everybody could tell y'all all teenagers because you built like teenagers. You can't be a grown man. You know what we finna pull up next to a car. Nope. You're not finna do that. There's no fucking way in hell you're gonna get away with that shit. And what you see, a lot of these people on camera breaking in people's cars and driving off. But guess what? You got the license plate. Just because you got a fucking ski mask on, bitch, they still see the license plate. And you can't drive around without a license plate because you're gonna get pulled over. Like common sense.
Yeah, man. Like, and then when I'm in like South Carolina, when I'm in like just rural areas, it's so calm, it's so relaxing. You got a couple families here and there. Like, I think that might be the move because when it comes to this inner city stuff, it's like, fam, it's like we're literally watching the souls being ripped out of people.
True be told, fam, it's not even the inner cities that's the problem anymore.
Damn.
It's really not the inner cities. It's the key. Like half of the if you grew up in the hood, most of the people in the hood they mind their business.
Yeah, that's true.
So what you get now is more kids who ain't really from the hood like that, trying to be hood.
Fitting in. Okay.
That's why you could see it when you look at somebody. Listen, man, if you in the hood, like what I just told you about the people in the smash and grabs in the cars. Listen, if if you from the hood, you ain't finna be a teenager with a car like that.
Yeah.
It's not finna happen. You're not finna borrow your parents' car. That shit ain't finna happen. They ain't finna buy your car. That shit ain't finna happen.
Mm-hmm.
The best you can get is some shit popped off because it was a party and a bunch of people went out at the same time and some shit popped off at like 11, 12 o'clock. That everybody could say that could happen. But all this other shit, these kids, I need this and I need, like, how many high schoolers you seen with Gucci shoes?
Very few to none. Like,
Exactly. How many high schools you seen with a Louis Vuitton purse? You don't see that shit though. These motherfuckers.
Yeah, but no, you gotta understand they want to fit in so much. They'll even buy the knockoffs. Even the
That's the point.
knockoffs is expensive.
That's the point. But what if you a kid in the real thing or a knockoff is a fucking target?
Damn.
Oh, I got a Gucci bucket hat. How old are you? Oh, I'm 18. You might want to take that shit off before you get robbed.
Mm. I remember growing up, man. You right about that one, man. I remember growing up, uh, a lot of people, I forget which ones it was, but a lot of people was going crazy over Nikes. And a lot of people started dying. I didn't even know until one of my teachers was like, you need to be careful when you wearing them shoes and stuff like that. And I'm like, what you talking about? So she ended up showing me how a lot of people getting popped for some shoes. I was like, you know what? I had to go to my parents. You know what? Go ahead, buy me some Timbs. Go ahead, buy me some Controversy. I'm not gonna get popped over some shoes.
See, like when my son was in high school, he had classmates, and these in suburbs had classmates that would try to rob you for your shit, and then post it online when they this my new outfit. Like, nigga,
Boy, no way, boy. Oh my goodness. Ain't no way.
it's like, okay. They beat me up for nothing. No. Where you get them shoes from? Huh? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, man. So you know what? Maybe it's not the kid. It may be social media, right? I need the views.
It's not just the kids; it's the adults. Because when you see all this shit online, when you see these people in these stories that they saying online, that's part of what the Manosphere was about. Was like listening to people and being like, "Listen, man, I heard what they said. They left a lot of shit out because that's a dumbass story to tell. It's no way that shit is completely true." Because when you hear people talking, and they say everything that happened to them, and it's like, I just got blindsided by this and this and this and this and this and like, no, nigga, you ain't get blindsided by all that shit. No. The only way you can get hit up like that is all that shit happen at the same time.
Exactly.
But over a 6-month period, a 2-year period, a 5-year period, it was this. No. You was participating. You just lost at the end.
Remind me of that Boondock episode. I forget. I think it was like Hurricane Chino. I think his name Gangstalicious. He was like, what did them niggas do to make him that mad?
It's that shit.
Yeah, I always thought that. Like, hold up. So let me get this right. Your son, then rest in peace. They beat him up. They cut his fingers off. They shot him in the head 3 times. Set him on fire. Then put him in the meat grinder, and he didn't do nothing. Nah, I don't. Nah, he did something.
No. No, not necessarily. Because you saw. Did you see the case with the guy that got killed because him and his girlfriend got into an argument and she called his dad?
Oh.
And his dad came to the apartment and shot at the guy, and he missed, and the guy shot the dad in the hip, and then the girlfriend killed the boyfriend, and now both the daughter and the dad is in jail right now.
Damn. This foolishness, man. I'm telling you, man, that's a lot of brothers who. What do you say? It's a lot of brothers dead or in jail or in prison over a woman.
Bad decision making. But you know what I'm saying? Let me get out of here, man. I'm gonna call it a night.
All right, brother.
I appreciate you for coming up, though, fam.
No problem, man. Thank you for letting me be up here, brother.
You got it, man. Peace. Look, y'all, I'm finna shut it down, man. I got to go. I got things to do. So let me find this outro. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
It looks like a job for Superman.
know what? I do this.
Spoken from the lips of the young or the old, fear of me.
Yeah, gotta put it all in.
And they are Superman.
All the way. I guess I'm taking off the cake through the glasses in the trash. Being super is great, saving y'all is such a drag. Even God took a break, me I ain't coming back. I got one life to live, if you don't like it, that's your ass. Cause nobody saved me, plus when I walk I'm just a peon. I could use somebody just like I'm the kings of neon. This world is cold as ice, mixed with salt, mixed with freon. They got me pissed off, but that's better than being peed on. For eons, human beings took kindness for weakness. When you constipated, you start to appreciate shit. Put before you life and death, and you just gotta choose. The kryptonite life means you should follow the rules. If your credit's messed up or your bills ain't paid, then it's getting disconnected. Can't nobody say the day. And I can fly, leave a building in a single bound. But I can't stand fair weather friends, and I just fly around. My super friends is Justice League. Only folk I kick it with. Kill Lex Luthor, so what? We had to finish it. Kids play games and adults play for keeps. And me, I play to win, but I ain't playing in these streets. And life is not a joke. Then again, it ain't this serious. Superman can say the day, but God can say the Superman. Saga of the kryptonite, life just ended. You enjoy listening? Man, I'll finish it.
Lois, come holler at me. I got an ice couch. Thank you. Coming out. Listen. I knew you would like it because we made it. I'm so frigid and so fly.